Today, we are sitting with something that so many people quietly search for. Why do small things triggers me intentionally? Or why do I overreact to something so small? Hello, and welcome back to From the Therapy Room, Psychology of Mind and Body. I'm Jyoti, a clinical counseling psychotherapist, and I'm really glad that you're here. You're welcome to follow this space and stay connected. This is a space where we gently explore the inner landscape of human mind, where psychology meets lived experiences, and where the stories we carry inside finally find language. In this podcast, we explore the psychology behind everyday emotional experiences, the things we often struggle to understand within ourselves but feel very deeply in our day to day life. Take a moment before we begin just to arrive here. Like I was saying, what we are going to, or what we are going to set today. Why do small things triggers me emotionally, or why I'm so sensitive lately? Maybe it was something that happened today, a message that felt different, a tone that didn't sit right, or someone not responding the way you expected. A small shift that created a surprisingly big feeling. And then comes that familiar second voice. It's such a small thing. Why is this affecting me so much? Let's stay here because this question is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's actually a doorway into understanding yourself more deeply. Let's begin with something very important. You're not overreacting, even if it is looks like from the outside, even if a part of you believe it. In mental health conversation, we often use words emotional triggers. But what we don't say enough is this: a trigger is not about the size of the event, it's about the meaning it carries inside you. So, yes, the situation may have been small, but what it touched, that may not be small at all. Your emotional system works through association. In neuroscience, your brain, especially the amygdala, is constantly scanning for patterns. Have I felt this before? Was it safe then? Or do I need to protect myself now? And if something feels even slightly familiar to a past hurt, your system can react instantly. The sudden heaviness, the tightness in your chest, that spiral of thoughts, it's not overreaction, it's a recognition. Your system recognizing something it has known before. And here's something deeply human. We don't just remember events, we remember how those events made us feel. So sometimes a present moment becomes emotionally intense, not because of what is happening, but because of what it reminds you of. And that deserves compassion, not dismissal. Let's slow this down together. Imagine that moment again. What exactly happened, not just externally, but internally? Maybe there was a comment, then a pause, then a thought that didn't feel right, then a feeling, a discomfort, or hurt, or irritation, then another thought. Why would they say that? Then a deeper feeling. Maybe I'm not valued or something like that. See how quickly this unfolds. This is what we call an emotional cascade. And most of it happens automatically. But the time you become aware of it, you're already in the feeling. And then comes the judgment. I shouldn't feel in this way. This is too much. And now you're not only dealing with the original emotion, you're also dealing with self criticism, which makes it even more heavier. When you ask, let's say that what are the hidden layer beneath these small triggers? When you ask, why do small things affect me so much emotionally, you're actually touching on three psychological layers. Layer one, the present moment, what just happened. Layer two is just emotional memory, what this moment remind you of. And layer three, core belief, what you already believe about yourself or relationship. Let's sit with it. If somewhere within you there is a belief like I'm not important or I get overlooked, then even a small moment of being ignored doesn't stay small. It confirms something deeper. And the pain is not just about the situation, it's about the meaning. This again, in therapy, we often see that triggers are not random, they are pattern responses. And patterns don't come from nowhere, they come from repetition. So, from experience where something was felt but not fully processed, not fully expressed, not fully healed. So, those parts remain quietly until something touches them again. You might also notice something else. Not everything triggers you equally. Some people have a deeper emotional impact on you. Why? Because where there is attachment, there is vulnerability. The closer someone is to you, emotionally, psychologically, the more their words, tone, and behavior carry weight. So when a stranger is dismissive, it may pass. But when someone important feels distant, it lingers. Because it's not just about the moment, it's about what that relationship means to you. Your mind may say it's a small thing, but your emotional world says this person matters, and that changes everything. Now let's shift something important. Instead of asking why I'm overreacting, try asking what is this reaction trying to show me? This is where emotional intelligence begins. Because your reaction is not just noise, it's information. It is telling you something mattered, something felt off, something touched a deeper layer. And when you begin to approach your emotion this way, with curiosity instead of criticism, you create a space for understanding. You don't have to agree with your reaction, but you can listen to it. And that alone changes the relationship with yourself. Let's bring everything together now. Some sort of integration, I mean. What you experienced today was not just emotional, it was psychological, neurological, and relational. Your mind interpreted, your body reacted, your past contributed, and your present held it. And this is why healing is not about thinking differently alone. It is about understanding your pattern, regulating your body, allowing your emotions, and slowly updating your internal beliefs. That's integration, and it takes time, not force. So, in those moments when something feels small, feels big, you don't need to fix everything. Just begin here. Pause instead of reacting immediately, even for a few seconds. Name the feeling simply this hurt or this felt dismissive. Stay with your body for a moment, let it settle instead of escaping it, and ask gently, what did this mean to me? Not intellectually, not emotionally, and finally, offer yourself one sentence, "It makes sense that I felt this." You'll be surprised how much this soften the experiences. And as we come to a close, maybe the question is not how do I stop being affected by small things? Maybe the question is how do I understand myself when I am affected? Because those small moments, they're not interruptions, they are invitations. Invitation to notice, to understand, to care for parts of you that are still quietly asking to be seen. So the next time something small stays with you, pause, not to judge yourself, but to meet yourself. Thank you for spending this time with me. This has been from the therapy room, psychology of mind and body. If this resonated with you, you can share what you felt or noticed. I would love to hear your reflections. And if you find these conversations meaningful, please follow or subscribe to this podcast. Feel free to share it with someone who might need to hear it. So these spaces of reflection can continue to be a part of your journey. Until next time, take care of your mind and body and quiet spaces within you. See you next time. I'll be sitting next beside you. Take care.